Uh-huh. Oh. Hey, what's going on? 500 people to 3 or 4. I know. Wait, what? What the? I thought I downloaded it. I thought I installed the game and downloaded like the day 1 patch. What the hell? Oh, for Are you kidding me? What? I I I I have I have the disc. I downloaded the game installed. What the I Well, I have the disc. I have the disc version. What? Oh. So, but I know that this needs to install, but that's what I did. But apparently the disc is nothing. The disc is literally nothing. I have to download the entire freaking game? Then what's the point of giving me a disc? Three hours. 3 hours. I genuinely thought that when I got the game and I put it in the disc, I had it installed. Oh my god. So that's the thing. I downloaded when I put the disc into the drive. I was just telling this to Danny. But PlayStation said it was copying, right? Which I assumed it was copying. It was installing the game from the disc, but it was also downloading. It also downloaded what I assumed was the day one patch. But now when I play the game, it needs to download 100 gigs. That's legit the entire game. So then what the heck did PlayStation copy from the disc? Because it's not like the copying took like an instant. The copying actually took what I thought was like about a half an hour. Like look. Ready to play my ass. Quite frankly, it actually shouldn't take 3 hours, given what Comcast allegedly is supposed to give me in terms of speed. This 100 gigs should actually only take me about 15 to 20 minutes. Shut up, Blue Bacon. Well, I guess, I'm just gonna stop it here. I'm just gonna stop it here. Yeah, it's also on Sony's end too. Because they have really slow ass servers. But I'll stop here to hopefully it doesn't actually take 3 hours. But if it does, I mean, that means I won't be able to play it until like 11 o'clock at night. I mean, we could just watch some videos on this channel. All 12 of you. 512. Awesome. This is my own fault. This is my fault for being too eager to play video games. I mean, what have you guys already... You guys have probably already seen, like, a bunch of stuff, though. There were actually some pretty funny videos that I've been watching and wanting to share, but I didn't share them on the other channel because I wanted to keep it concise and, like, Sov-Sit related. And that's why I was going to save them for tomorrow. But, yeah, I maybe I probably should have just played them in. What? What was his name? I'm not muted. But I recently recently discovered this guy, and his parodies of YouTube tropes are so spot on that I genuinely feel like I need to chill with the YouTube for a while because I actually understand most of these tropes. This was, why does every video essay start like this? Oh, hold on.
Capitalism.
It's like, it's every this is every pretentious video essay always devolves into freaking capitalism. It's every dipshit on this channel every dipshit on YouTube ends up becoming a hardcore lefty when they're pressed hard enough, and it's always a freaking 4-hour diatribe on how every single thing can be traced back to late stage capitalism.
In this 4.5-hour video essay, I'm going to
But here's another one. It's also accurate.
explore why SpongeBob is
Wait, why is it not sharing? Hold on. Oi.
a really good show. In this 4.5-hour video essay, I'm going to explore why SpongeBob is a really good show. Part 1. Early Cinema, 1894 to 1904.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the life cycle of YouTubers.
All right, this is my.
I feel like I'm still at the 100 sub section. I've been challenged to do what, Jassa?
My first video for the new channel. I'm sure nobody's really watching. Hi Mom, hi Aunt Ruth.
We just hit 100 subscribers. Like, why are any of you watching?
My last video, Why Crash Bandicoot is Class Traitor, did really well, and I really appreciate the new popularity, which is why I'm going to immediately monetize it. I just got my Blue Yeti.
I'm so grateful to you guys. Committing bank fraud, epic, just hit the trending page.
I'm not sure why the tax evasion videos are doing so much better than the Minecraft videos, but I'm just gonna roll with it. The channel's basically becoming my job now, which sucks. Thank you for making I Am God your #1 on trending. I'm basically invincible. Imagine if I got canceled next week, right? To my fans, I am truly sorry. That tweet about Chuck E. Cheese and George Soros should have stayed in the drafts. I'm gonna take some time off to reflect and grow as a person. So I made some NFTs.
my friend's only critique was that the background didn't progressively get more and more crap behind it, like lighting or the signage, like me. Eventually I'm gonna have like more books, because that'll show more that me am lawyer. There aren't any lacrosse videos out there. What were the other ones that I was thinking about showing? Oh, Aussie Man. But the problem is Aussie Man's gonna his higher end his holding company's gonna hate me though. But Aussie Man's got some really funny stuff. Wait, I'm sure you guys have seen this already, though. Hold on. You guys have seen this, right? I'm sure everybody in the internet has seen this. Honestly, this needs a live leak. This needs a live leak tag on the upper right.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Is Oscar?
I mean, I gotta say I think it's pretty wild. But for me, the final death animation is what caught me on it. But damn, that's some realism right there. Oh, I'll show you guys the games that people want to get me for October. How about that? How about Layers of Fear in Unreal Engine 5? Oop. Layers of Fear. No way.
In this video, we will explore the Layers of Fear series' crowning work, the definitive way to experience the acclaimed franchise. With the new Layers of Fear, we've harnessed the power of Unreal Engine 5 to deliver stunning visuals and an immersive, nightmarish experience. Lighting is crucial for building tension and visual storytelling, and we've taken advantage of the new lighting system, Lumen, to achieve fully dynamic lighting. Hardware ray tracing allows us to achieve new levels of realism, crucial for building a terrifying atmosphere with lifelike shadows and reflections, which amplify the horror experience. We use the Niagara system to create even better particle effects that enhance the dynamism of the locations. Thanks to Unreal Engine 5, we benefit from several under-the-hood advancements that expedite the game creation process and are vital to creating a spine-chilling horror experience. These systems enable efficient optimization and seamless pipelines, ensuring exceptional quality for our intricately terrifying games. Whether you're playing on console or PC, you can expect a smooth 4K HDR experience that will make your gameplay experience even more thrilling. We invite you to enter the twisted world of Layers of Fear, powered by Unreal Engine 5. Brace yourself for the terror that cutting-edge technology can bring as you descend into a nightmare.
And then there was the other one. What was it? Paranormal, paranormal something or another. Yeah, the Fires of Rubicon. Mech Warrior plus Dark Souls.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device.
It is basically Gundam Dark Souls.
Augmented human C4621.
I remember the original Unreal. Maybe it's Paranormal Cleanup, Dugnaut.
One of the infamous Handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination.
No, Andy.
A coral response from the generator. Watch out.
Why hide behind another's call sign?
Let's see how far they can fly. On borrowed wings.
Oh, this is it. It's Paranormal Tales. There we go. This is it. You guys want me to play this one too, apparently.
Teddy, Teddy! Come here, boy. Oh, what has gotten into him? Teddy, come on now. Teddy, for fuck's sake. Oh,
Nope. Oh, that's right. Donut Operator has had a couple of good ones though. This one.
That back, right? I'm gonna fight! Stick to it, then fight! If you come any closer, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you, dude.
Hi everyone, Donut here. We're gonna be taking a look at a shooting today between a smaller female officer and a giant homeless man. If you couldn't guess it by the thumbnail, the person with the gun is probably gonna win this one. It could have been bad though, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit today and show you some other examples where it has been bad. Real quick, you remember my last video where the officer who was in a huge gun battle handed a person on the side of the road his backup gun so that he could help him? Well, the person he handed the backup gun to, I talked about in that video, was a retired police officer. He commented on that video. Dan Hudson, thank you for your comments and the comments from your viewers. I'm the retired Pierce County Deputy Sheriff who stepped in to help Trooper Tuttle. I was sent a link to this by several of my friends and advised to read the comments. What isn't noticed in the video is that asswipe lasering me and approaching my red Ram pickup in the inside lane on I-5 in an attempt to carjack me. Trooper Tuttle pulls up and intercepts the would-be carjacker and ultimately saves my life. That's pretty rad. I'm in contact with some people who know Dan and we're gonna get him a pretty dope care package. While you're here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell on this channel. Head on over to my second channel too and you can see me get pulled over. The cops finally got me.
I was doing 87. He got me at 87. Oh yeah, he's printing me off tickets.
In the same video I get pulled over in, you can see some behind the scenes footage of Grand Thumb's newest video where he shoots the VSS with Brandon Herrera. It's a solid little 3-minute vlog. Check it out. Today we're going to talk about chicks, specifically female police officers. Any female who wants to strap on a duty belt and a gun and go to work as a police officer is brave as shit. We're going to talk about a couple of incidents today involving female officers. But first, a word from our sponsor, Guardio. Speaking of crime, like the crime we're going to look at in this video, we have a gun in real life. They're not going to find your nudes. You're going to have to find those. Anyone can get the free scan with a free 7-day trial or a premium membership. But look, I have 11 data leaks and I had no idea. That sucks, but I'm going to fix it thanks to Guardio telling me about it. That's right. They'll tell you where your leaks are and they can protect you at the same time. They'll keep you from downloading dangerous things online. They'll keep you away from harmful or annoying pop-ups. Guardio will also block any phishing attempts no matter the source. That includes email, social media, Google, or anywhere else. So you can browse the web without worrying. That means if my son is looking up big-titted anime girls again and he goes to click on a pop-up, hey, don't do that. That's right, you can share it with 5 people. Keep yourself safe and keep your teenagers safe who are probably looking up disgusting things on the internet. Protect yourself from a bunch of malicious shit like phishing, malware, harmful pop-ups by going to guard.io/donutoperator. By going there or clicking the link in the description below, you're going to get 20% off your subscription. If you don't want to buy it yet though, you can do their 7-day free trial. Protect yourself and your weird kids today with guard.io/donutoperator. youtube.com/donut operator. Cardio. Go get your cardio in. I know you might lift weights, but do you do cardio? Oh, I'm definitely a dad. Let's do some shootings. We're gonna jump right into this one. Santa Clarita, California, a city directly north of Gavin Newsom's asshole. January 11th, 2023. At around 11 p.m., deputies with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department responded to a call of a man who was trespassing right outside of a local mall. You see, some people who worked at the mall found a big homeless man sleeping on the bench. They said he was a transient when they called 911, which is a fancy word for hobo. The caller stated that they tried talking to him, but he just got belligerent, wanted to fight people. Nobody wants to fight a homeless man. That means you have to touch them.
No, thank you.
Hello. Just calling from the West Valencia Mall. Just calling because we basically have this transient who was causing issues at first, but we found him sleeping in front of these. We tried talking to him, let him know, it's private property, you can't sleep here, but he does not want to leave at all. Like, he just basically wants to start a fight whenever we go up to him, try to make him leave. Thank you.
Do you want us to come there and...
Nah. I don't, Juggernaut.
Basically, like, just to come down here and just make him leave property, because whenever we try to talk to him, he just gets really irate and just basically just says, the only way I'm gonna get out of here is I put one of you in the chokehold, stuff like that.
You know, while we're talking about this, I'll tell you what, a baton is only good for two things in policing: tearing down spider webs and poking homeless people who are asleep. That guy just needs a little pokey doodle with a baton.
Damn.
No, not that. His hands are in his pockets. Cops
yes.
hate when your hands are in your pockets.
What was it that was in your pocket, though? Turn your pockets out really quick.
What is in your pocket? So look, I'm just coming over because the security for the mall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move at all. I will actually kill every that comes here.
Okay, well, we don't want that.
Well, that's a doozy. He has his hands in his pockets. She's being super courteous and professional with him. And some of the first words out of his mouth are, I'm gonna kill every fucker who comes here. Uh-oh. From watching the short amount that we've already seen, I'm gonna go ahead and call it and say that he's probably on drugs and alcohol, both, or I don't know. He looks a little messed up. He's swaying a little bit. He's slurred his speech. His eyes are glossy. He probably shouldn't tell a cop right when they walk up that he's gonna kill them.
Look, I'm just trying to talk to you, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna sleep right here so you can do what you want to do.
Okay.
You're either protect and defend or I'm gonna destroy your human being. Understand?
I understand, but why are you coming at me like that?
Well, I'm just letting you know.
And I'm just letting you know too, okay?
Don't tell me what to do at all.
I'm not letting you know. I'm not telling you what to do.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know what security has advised us, okay?
I am security for the whole country.
Okay.
You want Iran and China to fucking bust your nut or what?
No, not at all.
Well, I'm
Did
the guy.
I say that?
Listen to me.
Did I say that?
Just listen.
No, I'm telling you right now.
I think I've heard of that one, Juggernaut.
You know what?
Hey, you better step back, dude. Step back.
I'm gonna f your ass up.
Okay.
So now we have like 3 or 4 death threats and he's still advancing on her. He lays his hands on her, and fortunately for her, he's a little bit slow, but that doesn't mean he still can't overpower her and take her firearm. He can still do some damage. He's a big old boy. And of course, I'm not saying this could happen just because she's a woman. There have been many male police officers who have been overpowered and their gun was taken and they got executed. I'm just saying he big and she small. As we all know, before we get into the shooting part, that a gun is the great equalizer. Remember, kids, when someone says there needs to be more gun control, that means they don't want women to be able to protect themselves.
True.
Just to press on the point that I'm talking about where someone being overpowered, do you remember that one call where the female officer got really close to that pickup truck that was loitering out in the middle of nowhere, and then the guy pulled a gun on her and then pulled her into the truck and almost shot her?
I do remember this one. This was pretty rough.
No! I'll leave.
Okay,
I'll
let
leave.
go.
No,
Let go.
no.
Let go.
Hey, no! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! No!
Fortunately, another officer pulled up and was able to see this and shot the suspect through the windshield one time, killing him. Another recent incident in Ohio, a female officer pulled a man over that was bigger than her, and he overpowered her to the point where another person on the side of the road had to run up and help her.
I do remember this one too.
Again, I'm not saying that just because they're women. There's a lot of badass police women out there. For instance, one badass that we haven't covered on this channel before, I don't know if you guys saw this shooting, the off-duty officer in Chicago. What? Shootings in Chicago? Are you serious, Donut? Chicago, the safest city in America. Our suspect was arguing with a group of people, so the off-duty police...
Oh, yeah. I think we did. Did we see this one? No, we haven't seen this one on the other channel.
Police officer exits her apartment and tries to tell everyone to calm down. When she turns to go back in her apartment, the suspect lunges for her handgun, which turns into a struggle.
Hey, Grixie.
She said, "I'll kill you," and she's not playing. If someone with a gun says, "I'll kill you," you should probably listen to them.
You gotta kill me. Watch this. I'm sorry. You got me. Okay. Dang, you shot me for real.
She said she was gonna fucking do it, dummy. Anyway, he died. On that note, you'll notice that the great equalizer here was the gun, just like I said earlier. Let's get back to our original story. Much like what we just watched, it involves 2 shots also.
Step back right now.
I said get the fuck out
Thanks,
of here
Pope.
now.
Step back right now. I'm gonna fight. 6-2, then fight. Get off me. Get off me. If you come any closer, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you, dude.
I'm gonna
shoot you. I'm gonna shoot. 6-2, then fight.
Get out of here now.
Get up. Stop. You don't stop. I'm gonna shoot you.
This is why I was thinking that he's on something. He takes 2 shots to the chest like a champ. One of them, I'm guessing, to the heart. Unfortunately, our internal organs really hate bullets putting holes in them. So despite him being a pretty big, tough guy, he stumbles around for a couple of seconds, collapses, and never gets up again. Honestly, it could have been a suicide by cop situation too, but perhaps we'll never know.
I'm gonna shoot you, dude.
Shoot.
Get off me. Get up. Get up. Stop moving. I'm gonna continue to shoot you. Stop.
Jesus.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Confirm your location.
In front of lower level. Suspect down.
In front of...
Holy sh! I mean, he took 2 in the chest and is still like walking.
Do not move. Do not move.
Finish start responding.
How do you think this officer handled this? Do you think anything could have been done differently? Do you think that this was justified or unjustified? Lawful but awful? You can let me know in a calm, rational discourse in the comments below. You guys are awesome. I kind of love you a little bit. And if you want to help support the channel, you can go over to donutoperator.com, get some super sweet merch, or subscribe to any of my other things. And as always, until next time, have a fantastic day.
Whacker.
Oh, vast majority of movies are BS. From what I hate to say that I've seen enough body cam footage to know that unless it's straight in the head, like a 9mm, like depending on if the person's on something, a 9mm isn't going to stop somebody immediately unless it's a headshot. It's one of those weird things. All right, we can watch some Popo Medic. Tier 1 shootout of Flight 8969.
Monday, December 26, 1994. A routine commercial flight traveling from Algeria to Paris, along with its 232 passengers and crew, was hijacked by a 4-man team disguised.
Why aren't I playing? It's because it's downloading. I thought I installed the damn game and the day 1 patch, but apparently that I didn't. If it didn't happen, it's actually downloading. Hold on, I can show you. Yeah, it's still downloading.
As Algerian police, the hijackers, armed to the teeth, seized the cockpit and initiated comms with the authorities, identifying themselves as a terrorist group seeking the release of their fellow members imprisoned in Algeria, prompting a hellish 54-hour siege and a response from a team of French special forces who stormed the plane and terminated the terrorists in under 22 minutes. In 1991, Algeria found itself in a civil war. Following a controversial electoral victory, the war would continue to escalate throughout the decade and would be dubbed internationally as the Black Decade, with fatalities reaching upwards of 200,000. And despite this conflict, Air France continued servicing the Algerian capital. And on Christmas Eve of 1994, Air France Flight 8969 arrived like clockwork at 7 a.m. at the Algiers airport and was scheduled for a return flight to Paris with a takeoff time of 11:15 a.m. 220 passengers aboard, many of whom were returning home for Christmas. The 12-person Air France crew prepped the aircraft for the flight ahead, as 4 men boarded the aircraft utilizing the air stairs. The men were wearing the blue uniforms of the Algerian Presidential Police with an Air Algiers logo and verbally identified themselves, announcing they would need to perform a routine passport check. Armed with AK-47s, an Uzi, hand grenades, and dynamite, passengers already buckled in their seats became skeptical. The leader of the group, Abdul Yahya, entered the flight deck while the remaining 3 walked down the aisles, checking passports. And by 11:30 a.m., the Algerian military staged along the runway became suspicious after realizing Flight 8969 was falling behind schedule. An Algerian Special Intervention Group moved in to have a closer look. Upon making contact with the crew, Abdul announced that they were in fact GIA, an Algerian-based terrorist group at war with the Algerian government and its allies. And almost immediately, an international crisis.
I obviously remember none of this. I was far, far too young. Yeah, true. I like I said, I already downloaded I'm on PS5. I downloaded the day 1 patch, and I thought the game was being copied when I put it into disc. But here we are. I don't remember any of this. I mean, again, obviously, this is 1994. I mean, I would have been old enough to remember it, but I don't recall this event at all in 94.
Was broadcast across the world. French Prime Minister Edouard Balladur was pulled back to the Élysée Palace from his Christmas vacation and held a crisis team meeting to find a solution. Abdul demanded that the aircraft fly to Paris for a press conference, and to prove he meant business, an off-duty police officer and a Vietnamese diplomat on board were executed.
Holy
shit. Demands were not met.
Oh my God.
The French government attempted to bring French military personnel into Algeria. However, the Algerian government denied permission for foreign military to land on their soil.
Hey, happy birthday, some old dude. Happy birthday, man. What do you mean one of those people? This was my birthday gift for my mods, okay? And I cherish it.
Algerian political crisis. Prime Minister Balladur exerted strong pressure on the Algerian government to allow the aircraft to take off, as the French airline was state-owned, and almost a third of the passengers were French. And around 2 a.m. on Christmas Day, the Consulate General of France received new information through a GIA informant, who stated Abdul's plan was to send an international message by using the plane as a bomb and taking out the Eiffel Tower. French police confirmed this plan after a raid on a Parisian safe house. Meanwhile, an elite French counterterrorism unit known as the GIGN.
Yep, Gigan. I call it Gigan. GIGN is France's special elite counterterrorism.
Boarded an Airbus 300 and orchestrated and rehearsed a raid on Flight 8969. Abdul threatened to kill 1 passenger.
Well, thanks, Grigsy.
Unless the Algerian government cleared the runway for takeoff. He then threw the body of hostage Yannick Benet down the air stairs. And after 39 hours of the hijacking, the Algerian authorities gave in and cleared the flight for takeoff. However, there was a major fuel problem, as the plane had been running on low power since the hijacking. Therefore, a refueling stop was scheduled in Marseille, France. Major Dennis Favre of the GIGN scrambled his team of operators and headed for Marseille. On the morning of December 26th, Flight 8969 touched down in Marseille, where the French authorities strategically led the aircraft to a remote location far away from the terminals and out of the public eye. By 9 a.m., the hijackers demanded a takeoff time of 9:40. Negotiators stalled by providing the hijackers with food and water, while the GIGN operators, disguised as airport personnel, planted eavesdropping devices and long-range microphones on the A300's fuselage and windows.
Hell yeah.
In 4 hours, the GIGN had located all hijackers and knew their whereabouts and positions within the aircraft.
Nice.
Major Dennis Favor placed snipers on the roof and organized a group of 30 men with 3 passenger boarding stairs to storm the aircraft. They planned to have 2 teams open the left and right rear doors, while a 3rd team would open the front, with the goal of isolating Abdul in the cockpit from the rest of the aircraft. They loaded out and waited for sundown to begin their raid. But by 5 p.m., frustrated that the French authorities had still not provided fuel, Abdul and his men fired around the aircraft and began reciting verses from the Quran. Prime Minister Balladur...
Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Pope with the funny! Pope has the funny!
...to take whatever actions he deemed necessary. And after the hijackers fired at the control tower, Favor gave the go-ahead to his men to launch the raid. As the boarding stairs approached the aircraft, the hijackers became aware of the assault. Due to the elevated height of the stairs relative to the door, the GIGN forces were unable to...
Yeah, Chuck Norris takes him out. Okay, are you referring to Delta Force? Because that was a badass movie, I gotta say. Delta Force was awesome.
...enter the aircraft uniformly, leading to a delay in repositioning the stairs. Once they made entry, the hijackers opened fire. A GIGN operator squeezed the trigger of his MP5, resulting in the instant death of Abdul. The other 2 teams entered through the rear of the aircraft, and a fierce gunfight ensued, followed up by a barrage of flashbangs. Snipers positioned on the tower were unable to get a clear shot as the co-pilot, seeking shelter in the cockpit, blocked their view. However, out of desperation, the co-pilot pulled himself through the cockpit window to escape, allowing the snipers to fire into the cockpit and neutralize another hijacker.
Nice.
By this point, 3 out of the 4 hijackers had been fatally shot. And the teams began securing the plane and evacuating passengers. The remaining hijacker bought himself an extra 20 minutes after he clutched a grenade and stuck his finger in the pin. As he moved his hand to open the cockpit doors, the GIGN shot him dead. GIGN forces began a final clearing of the A300, and after a hellish 54 hours, the incident ended at 5:35 p.m., with GIGN Commander Dennis Favor reporting to the tower that the situation was over.
Operation terminated, damage limited. Awesome. Wait, what? Why? Were any of the hostages like killed? Other than the 2 that couldn't be done, that couldn't be helped, unfortunately.
"13 hostages and 9 GIGN operators suffered injuries. All 22 made a full recovery."
I fully expected that they would have injuries, but there was no other deaths beyond the 2 that they killed.
In retaliation of the raid, the GIA killed 4 Roman Catholic priests in Algeria, only a few short hours after the event took place. 3 of the priests were French.
Jesus.
The leader of the GIA admitted that the group had planned to detonate the aircraft over the Eiffel Tower, but the plot was never attempted again. Over the next 2 years, the Algerian military hunted down the remnants of the GIA, and they were eliminated completely by 2003. The elite French counterterrorism unit gained worldwide fame for the raid. Major Dennis Fravor reported that a bounty was placed on his head after the event took place, and he remains anonymous to this day.
Tier 1, for sure.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and check me out over on Instagram as well. I've been a little busy writing as of recent, but don't worry, there's plenty more content to come.
All right, what's the latest one? Delta Force killing Pablo Escobar.
Thursday, December 2nd, 1990.
Here we go.
Chaos erupts in the streets of Colombia as the once powerful Medellin cartel self-destructs, sending its leader, Pablo Escobar, into hiding. And out of all the stories told of the infamous man...
Too slow, too aggressive. I mean, of course, Andy, of course, is going to be armchair quarterbacking with any of these damned operations. The fact that everybody survived, again, beyond the first two that they executed before there was any response, any capable response, it is what it is. You're going to have armchair quarterbacks all day, every day.
In dramatic shootout between Pablo Escobar and the Colombian police. Few have mentioned the roles of the CIA, Navy SEALs, Army Special Forces, and Delta Force operatives, who are rumored to have taken him out.
Jester, I'm sorry. Look.
In 1975, Colombian native Pablo Escobar quickly rose to power as one of the most notorious drug kingpins the world has ever seen. He and his Colombian-based Medellin cartel were single-handedly responsible for the most dominant era within the ongoing drug war declared by then-President Nixon.
America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse. In order to fight and defeat this enemy, it is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive.
The Medellin cartel manufactured and distributed narcotics to the ports of Miami using sophisticated smuggling routes along Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador, utilizing Cessna aircrafts, go-fast boats, and narco submarines, absolutely overwhelming the authorities in South Florida.
50 miles north of Miami, a police sting operation cracked cocaine to target.
Cocaine in a can, baby.
The police watched the crack buys being...
Wazoo, thank you for the 60... Wazoo! 67 months. That's how you know, he's one of the originals. Wazoo, thank you, man. 67 months of being a member.
Then moved in quickly for the arrest.
And through domination within the U.S. market, Escobar began to export as much as 80 tons per week into Miami, earning an estimated $420 million per week. As a result, Escobar amassed a vast fortune.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
One of the wealthiest people in the world at the time, with a net worth rumored to be upward of $30 billion. And by 1980, he would come to own more than 800 homes and villas, and most notably, his 7,000-acre estate, equipped with a bullfighting arena and a private zoo, which housed his 4 beautiful Sicario hippos that he fed with dead people. By 1982,
Jesus!
As part of the liberal alternative movement, Pablo Escobar was elected as alternate member of the Chamber of Representatives in the Colombian parliamentary election. But despite gaining popularity among the locals, Escobar's political aspirations were derailed by the Colombian and U.S. governments, who sought to bring him to justice. And in turn, Escobar became ultra-violent, as in 1989, Escobar was able to exert significant control over Colombian politics in society, using his power to bribe officials, intimidate rivals with his personal and private army, and perpetrate acts of violence against those who stood in his way through the use of his loyal sicarios and calculated narco-terror attacks, beginning with the mid-air bombing of Avianca Flight 203 over the city of Soacha, and the Administrative Department of Security Headquarters bombing in tandem with a series of car bombings, taking the lives of hundreds of innocent civilians, officially dubbing Pablo Escobar the world's very first narco-terrorist. His violent messages included a series of massacres and the murders of police officers, judges, rival cartel members, and prominent politicians, effectively making Colombia the murder capital of the world, in Miami, the narco capital of the United States, drawing the attention of the Department.
Thanks, old dude, for the 5 months. Sorry.
H.W. Bush. And by 1990, Colombian President-elect Cesar Gaviria declared war on Pablo Escobar, making his capture his administration's #1 priority. And after a series of tense negotiations, Escobar eventually surrendered in exchange for a reduced sentence and preferential treatment during his captivity, and he officially surrendered to the Colombian authorities in June of 1991. But by July of 1992, Escobar escaped prison and reclaimed the mantle of the Medellin cartel. Word of his escape reached Washington, and an influx of drug trafficking sent the authorities in Miami into a frenzy. And facing mounting pressure to shut down Escobar once and for all, and make an example of him, the United States wasted zero time. Special Operations Command South executed a multitude of capture-kill operations in Colombia. However, the JSOC unit's missions failed repeatedly. But the heat on Escobar alone pushed him to flee Colombia altogether and hide out in Bolivia. At the request of the CIA and personnel of a U.S. embassy within Bolivia, a team of Bolivian Leopardos, along with American advisors from the DEA, Navy SEALs, and 7th Special Forces Group, orchestrated a swift raid on a remote Bolivian ranch to capture or kill Pablo Escobar. DEA Special Agent Larry Leveron and Navy SEAL Herschel Davis flew with their respective teams, accompanied by Bolivian police, in a cluster of Hueys to execute Operation Snowcap and take down the ranch. During their approach, they observed a small Cessna aircraft taking off from a nearby airstrip, and as the teams landed and made entry into the ranch, they realized it was Escobar on the plane, after only finding a warm cup of coffee within the ranch. And although the operation was a bust, Escobar was now forced to return to Colombia, and by this point, the Medellin cartel was largely dissolved, leaving Escobar with nothing more than one remaining bodyguard and little to no money. This intelligence warranted the CIA to activate a team of Delta Force operators within Colombia and take full advantage of Escobar's desperation. The op was approved by the White House, and General Bill Garrison contacted Delta, tasking the men with training a Colombian Special Operations Police unit, known as the Search Block. Delta's involvement was largely covert, with the meat of the operation being masked beneath a Colombian umbrella. Their #1 priority was to secure and orchestrate a Colombian police victory, and working in tandem with Delta Force, under the operational codename Central Spike, the U.S. Army's secretive spy unit, the ISA, operated technological elements to track down Escobar. And through their mastery of tactical SIGINTs, the ISA quickly intercepted and scanned thousands of radio and telephone transmissions over the Medellin Valley. And it wasn't long until they picked up a transmission bearing the voice of Pablo Escobar.
No, I have not, Josh. He's mad he got outbribed. Ah.
The ISA SIGINT teams relayed the signal's coordinates to the Delta Force teams on the ground. After performing recon surveillance, Delta snipers overlooking the building in question, along with the Colombian search block, confirmed visual contact on Escobar, observing him on the 2nd floor of a Medellin safe house, conversing on the phone. At Tolomida Army Base, a Delta Force team leader quickly scrambled his men and activated the search block personnel. Upon arrival, the assault teams approached the perimeter of the safe house. Escobar's bodyguard witnessed the incoming search block, and the two men immediately fled up a stairwell and began exchanging dozens of rounds with Colombian police. Escobar reached the roof and attempted to escape across a neighboring rooftop. While running on the roof, Escobar opened fire on the incoming search block with his P226. The search block returned fire, wounding Escobar in the process and fatally wounding his bodyguard. And while attempting to limp across the roof, one surgical round found its way through Pablo Escobar's right ear, dropping him dead. Dozens of DEA agents, including Special Agents Steve Murphy and Javier Pena, and hundreds of search block officers, swarmed the rooftop and surrounded the lifeless body of the once notorious Pablo Escobar. And proned out on an observational post, with their sights among the rooftop, laid a team of Delta Force snipers.
Pablo Escobar was killed today, 16 months after his escape from prison. He died in a rooftop shootout with police at a home in Medellin, the base for his global trafficking network.
The killing of Colombian drug lord Pablo Escobar is sending a tougher message, at least that is the hope of Colombian and U.S. officials. Mr. Escobar was gunned down yesterday, and Colombian authorities say its message to other drug lords is to surrender or you will be killed.
Given the secrecy of the mission and orders to secure a Colombian victory, it's not far-fetched to believe Delta took the shot that took out Escobar. And rumors have persisted even in journalist Mark Bowden's book, Killing Pablo, suggesting that it was in fact a Delta Force sniper who shot Escobar. And whispers among the Delta community echo these claims, among many other high-profile capture-kill missions all around the world.
I know who shot the Hussein brothers. I'm pretty sure I would know who shot Pablo. Damn.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And be sure to check me out over on...
That's the last well no. I still have the Narco subs versus
Tuesday, June 18th.
Coast Guard
2019. Hundreds of miles off the Colombian coast, a team of Coast Guard TAC-led operators quickly launched 2 long-range interceptors from the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Monroe to pursue a makeshift narco submarine en route for the United States. The teams ripped through the Pacific Ocean in a high-seas pursuit as the sub desperately makes a run for it. And with only a small window of opportunity to stop the sub, one operator would leap onto the sail and make them.
Why did he put that woman right there for what? Oh, really, Andy?
In 1975, the international drug trade was at an all-time high. Cessna aircrafts and go-fast boats were the premium vessel of choice for transport and distribution across the globe. But as radar technology improved over the next several decades, these methods would become both risky and unprofitable. And by 1993, one Colombian engineer,
There she is again.
Oscar Moreno Ricardo, and his Sicario donkey, would present a solution to the far outdated logistical footprints put in place by the era of Pablo Escobar. Ricardo would create the first ever prototype of a stealth-focused system, a
cocaine in a can, baby.
Submersible submarine handmade out of wood and fiberglass. These low-profile vessels, designed with inboard motors, were primarily built in the Colombian jungle, and Ricardo's subs proved to not only be reliable, but guarantee results to his employers. And due to the success rate of Ricardo's subs, the cartels quickly allocated Ricardo an official budget of $1 million per construction of a single submarine. And with that kind of financing, the design and technology of these vessels improved drastically. The self-propelled semi-submersibles and low-profile vessels were reinforced with electric engines and lead siding and capable of sneaking 5-ton loads past sonar detection and infrared sensors. Although the subs lacked the technology of a pressurized system, the narco subs, skimming just below the surface,
I saw it. Nice, Andy.
To bypass the authorities. And in the event they were discovered, Ricardo designed an emergency scuttle system to quickly allow the crew to sink the sub, destroying all the evidence. And as a result, the crews would escape charges, and the authorities would be legally obligated to rescue them stranded in the water. And over the next 30 years, Ricardo would refine his infamous narco sub designs and become dubbed the king of submersibles. And
wow.
Nothing could stop them from plaguing the Pacific.
The Ohio classes be like, what am I, chopped liver?
Rumors of the so-called white whales floated through the U.S. Navy, Coast Guard, and DEA intelligence communities. And as a handful were caught, the vessels were seized and studied, but the damage was already done. Ricardo's subs were so successful that he began production for dozens of cartels and criminal organizations all across the globe, and even outsourced his services to a broad range of groups, meaning hundreds of criminal organizations were now manufacturing their own narco subs en masse. And leading the fight against the proliferation of narco subs is the Coast Guard's tactical law enforcement team, better known as TACLA, a premier DSF unit founded in 1982 with the sole purpose of stopping drug trafficking on the deep seas. And while many units fall under the Coast Guard's Deployable Operations Group umbrella, TACLA is a highly capable elite unit, where candidates must survive an 18-month-long selection process in order to master tactical operations, close-quarter combat, and maritime law before earning their highly coveted
maritime law? Uh-oh.
Tactical law enforcement badge. These drug trafficking interdiction even assist and train navies of European nations as they build their own defense teams in stopping the influx of narco subs coming from South America into their distant Atlantic coasts. And as narco sub traffic continued to sweep the globe, in the summer of 2019, a TACLET team conducted a 3-month-long operation to shut them all down.
All right, Andy, take care, man. We'll see.
Captain James Estramonte of the 140-person crew U.S. Coast Guard cutter Monroe received a call from a Navy P-3 surveillance aircraft patrolling 200 miles west of the Colombian-Ecuador coast. Naval aircraft personnel reported of a semi-submersible vessel on its radar. And knowing the narco sub was only 1,000 miles from reaching U.S. soil, Captain Estramonte quickly made the decision to pursue the sub some 250 miles away at 25 knots. As the Monroe began to close the gap, TACLET operators loaded out on 2 small boats, while a Coast Guard helicopter carrying a Tacklet sniper provided aerial support and play-by-play reporting of the op back to the cutter. Meanwhile, inside the sub, the 5 smugglers within have no clue what was coming their way. The Tacklet boats approached the sub from both sides, and the operators began issuing lawful orders for the sub to stop.
Lawful order! Not legal, lawful. Damn.
They only have a few minutes to gain control of the vessel before sinking measures are taken by those within. The Tacklet teams improvise. The boat on the starboard side moves in even closer, nearly touching the sub, as one operator leaps onto the sail and begins pounding on the hatch.
How did Popo get this footage? Not of the bubbles here, but the footage of them opening up the hatch.
For the following 12 hours, the Monroe crew unloaded 17,000 pounds of coke, estimated to be worth between $232 million.
Woo!
The Coast Guard then sunk the sub and headed back to base to turn over the 5 smugglers in custody.
Thank you from Vice President Mike Pence. Today, he honored the crew of the Coast Guard cutter Monroe for preventing nearly $570 million worth of drugs.
Been a daring drug bust on the high seas. A U.S. Coast Guard leaping onto a narco submarine.
Damn!
During the summer op of 2019, Tacklet teams took down 14 subs in less than 3 months, and the Monroe crew seized more than $569 million worth.
Over $500 million in coke?
Alone. But even though the Coast Guard was finding success in stopping the subs, it only takes one successful trip to make up for the loss of 5 subs that are caught. And while one is being stopped, another is already being manufactured to take its place.
True. Yeah, I think he's referring to that one sub, but I think they caught multiple subs. They caught 5 subs with a grand total of over $500 million, but that one sub was like 232 million.
Oscar Moreno Ricardo would be captured by Colombian authorities on January 8th of 2022. And although he was arrested, his work is still replicated to this day, and among his list of clients are the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, who are currently up in arms against the Mexican government and Sinaloa cartel.
Ovidio Guzman Lopez is the son of the notorious drug lord dubbed El Chapo.
El Chapo!
Cartel is fighting back, and now the state of Sinaloa is locked in battle.
Hey guys, if you
look, guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to stick around long enough. I'm looking at it. We're only at halfway. We're only halfway through the download. U.S. Spec Ops try airsoft and destroy everyone. All right, well, all right. You know what? I'll watch it. Come on. Let's do it. Among Us soon, I promise. But let's watch these special operators take down 15-year-olds. Come on.
Subway car. Oh. Going. Other than the subway car, going left. Hey, keep stressing, keep stressing.
I don't know who got who first. I'll hit. Appreciate you, boys. Ready?
This is not cool to be on the stairwell, boys. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, and shooting.
You did not. You missed.
Dude, do not argue with an operator, okay?
Hey everyone, today I'm back at the Guardian Training Center playing airsoft with 7 of my friends from the 75th Ranger Regiment, which is an elite special operations light infantry unit within the United States military. This time, we'll be using gas blowback rifles and my MG42. Now, if you watched the last video, it was very apparent in the comments section that skill-based matchmaking was needed.
Skill-based matchmaking in freaking airsoft. This is Airsoft Alphons, apparently.
The normal souped-up airsoft AEGs that my friends used last time, they'll be using the new law enforcement/military edition of the KWA LM4 gas blowback rifle, which is just a slightly different version of the normal LM4 that's been specifically designed for use by military or law enforcement for training scenarios. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Oh shit, well, he has an MG42 and his helmet cam has a gyroscope on it. It even sounds like an MG42. Why does it sound so much like an MG42?
Hey, one on the corner.
Corner. I got it. Bring it along.
One retreated back into the door.
True. Oh my god. Grenade!
I can't see.
Going dog.
Ha! Okay, this is kind of absurd that these SOBs got like freaking night vision. I've never played airsoft ever in my life. I've only ever played paintball. Holy hell.
Yeah, no white light. Get low and white light. Get low and white light right here. Ready? Tell me what they are.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, brace here.
Damn. I get Foggy Bottom GW. What? It's a train station. it's trying to replicate a DC train station. Grenade!
Yeah, I got these in the fucking subway car. Oh. Going. Are they in the subway car going left? Hey, you guys got frags? Hey, you got frags? Hey, keep suppressing, keep suppressing.
Rear security. See you later, Subble dude.
Arm thrown.
Oh! Damn, boy.
Ah!
That's tough, boy.
Well.
Yeah, guys, I don't think I'm gonna get to the game tonight. So after this video, I'm just gonna stop here. I'm sorry. So we'll finish watching this video and then gonna stop. So I'm sorry, guys. We'll have to play some Jedi tomorrow.
I'm sorry you were running. I didn't know if I was hitting you.
I've heard a lot of good reviews about the game itself. The PC port, not so much, but I've heard the game itself has gotten good reviews, so we'll see.
Hey, more to the left, I think.
I have no idea, Jessa.
You did not. You missed. There's an enemy right there.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see him over in the tree line. Wow.
Wait. Ready? Ah, good shot. Good job, man.
See, I mean, the guys, the operators at least have the honor system going. But that MG42 though.
Oh, hit. I'll run RV, you guys run the cars. Yeah, ready?
Oh, they are an open field. This is not good. Oh, really nice. Oh my god, he wiped them all out! No!
You good? You good?
What is this place? This airsoft place looks freaking huge.
Good shit, boys. I don't know who got who first. I'll hit.
This is where they killed Bin Laden.
Okay. Are you dead? Dead?
Well, he doesn't have a red rag, so.
Oh, dude, I ran all the way from the cars. Ran up.
guys.
One of those like.
Go away, Alphonse! We don't like you!
Alphonse, save me!
Go away!
You liking it? Love it, man. It's only the second time, so.
My first time ever doing airsoft.
Really?
Yeah, we were like here, and then we started pushing up, and we had sprinted from here.
The motherfucker has a freaking map on his arm like a goddamn freaking operator.
Safety, boys!
Calm down, son. It's not the real thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, man.
Airsoft support.
Yeah, frag it. Yeah, you like that? How many times did I shoot you? I assure you my pain tolerance is higher. I shot you the second your elbow came out.
Smack talk.
This right here is cancer.
You're on video, Reed.
Look at the way he's running.
Yeah, man, of course. Don't take it, don't. Go! Come the f on! Are you stupid? Shut the f up and lay down! You gonna keep playing? Or are you gonna f keep playing?
Deacon, if you're just joining in, the unfortunate reality is Jedi didn't freaking download. It's annoying as hell. So I'm about to end the stream, but we're watching like a group of 75th Rangers do airsoft, and this is great. And they're just wrecking people, but obviously they're dealing with cheaters.
You know how fucking hard that was?
I'm so proud of this community. It's not a fucking big deal.
No, you won't, dude. No, you won't. Keep walking.
And now we see one of these airsoft bros challenge a 75th Ranger.
Shut the f up and lay down. You gonna keep playing? Or are you gonna keep playing? Hit. See how fucking hard that was?
I'm so proud of this community. It's not a fucking big deal.
No, you won't, dude. No, you won't. Keep walking. Go get an admin. Tell them what happened.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoy mediocre airsoft content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Oh, that was only just a part one. Okay, I'll have to watch it. I'll have to check out the channel for the part two. That's gonna be funny. All right, well that's it. Like I said, as you can see, only 60 of 100 gigabytes downloaded. Again, I thought I had it downloaded before I played, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm annoyed. I'm very, 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 very annoyed. Sony. I blame Sony. I blame Sony, and I also blame freaking EA for having me download 100 freaking gigabytes, even though I have the disc version of the freaking game in the first place. But whatever. And also the parents. The parents too. All right, that's my dinner. All right. See you guys later. Have a good one. Adios.